Hey guys, it's Shar. I decided to go ahead and renovate an apartment in San Myshuno. So we are in the Spice District right now. I am renovating the 19 Culpepper apartment. That is the one that comes with the balcony. And I have to say, I am so in love with how this apartment turned out. Definitely a lot better than I had originally anticipated for this space. And I am just so freaking in love. So anyways, as you guys can see, we are in the kitchen right now. I decided to throw up a wall, build one, create one, whatever, because I wanted to get rid of that ugly electrical box. Like, are you kidding me? I can't even delete it, so I just decided to get it away from me, like out of eyesight, out of mind. Okay. So anyways, the kitchen is very small, but it's relative to the rest of the apartment anyway, so I think it actually works out very well. So I decided to go ahead and throw in some island counters, something that I usually do in the majority of my kitchens, and I wanted to make this space feel a lot more open and knocking out that wall, as you guys can see right there. But I also wanted to utilize space as well, so I used a hanging microwave. I was really surprised when I didn't see like a lot of people opening this space up. They kept it very closed off, and I was like, what? Why would you not? Hello? Like like I don't know, maybe it's just me because I'm just a very like claustrophobic type of person. I don't like small spaces, and I don't like being stuck in a small area for too long. It irritates me. It gives me a headache. So I don't know. I just like open floor plans. I love how things just kind of flow together. Like when I'm really in the mood to decorate, like stuff can just come out so good. Like but like seriously though, like I love how the kitchen flows so nicely into the dining room, and how the dining room just flows so nicely into the balcony area. It's just so gorgeous. And as you guys can see over here, I did use some large windows just to kind of bring in some of that natural light to open up the space even more. And I even took some more of those large windows and I put it over here in this section. I wasn't really sure where I wanted to go with the space once I got over here, but then I kind of figured it out. So I'm still building some walls. So this is going to be the second bedroom right here, and then that other open space is going to be the living room. So we're moving over into the bathroom now, and the one thing that I wanted to do specifically with this area of the house was to make sure that the colors in the bathroom didn't distract from the rest of the space. So I basically kept with the lighter tones, and I used decorative items and all of that to kind of bring color to this space without doing too much. So you'll see in the end that I end up using a lighter brick, and then I'll end up using a striped wallpaper to act as a feature wall for this space. And I just really love how it turned out. And then behind the bathroom is the other area for the like the pipes and stuff, again to just kind of tuck that away to hide all the ugly. Because I don't know, I just want to keep it hidden, because I feel like even when you're in like a regular house or something like that, things like an electrical box or pipes and stuff, like some of those are usually hidden, some of them are open, but they're usually either in the basement somewhere. But I wanted to tuck those away. So anyways, we're kind of working on, I'm trying to figure out the rest of the layout for the space. So right here, I'm going to kind of turn this into like a miniature hallway, and you'll see what I do with this in a little bit. So right now I'm just adding in some more decorative items from the City Living stuff pack, adding in a bookcase and this one tile desk that I'm absolutely in love with that also came with City Living, and some custom content. So the one thing that I did want to do with this apartment was to kind of do something a little bit outside of my box, but still keep to what I know. So of course I'm doing a makeshift rug. Is something that I've done before in one of my other renovation videos, and I really love the idea that I came up with using another like rug on top of that, but I end up getting rid of it because I just didn't like it. It was too, I think it was too distracting, so I went with something basically basic. So anyways, we are moving into the dining room and living room because I can't figure it out for the life of me. But I want to tell you guys, like the way that I decorate, I'm not like the biggest like decorating type of person. Like I do it when I'm like in the mood, and I do it when I feel like it. And when I do, I think that, like things just come out really beautiful, and I can't be stressed about it. Like it would really stress me out if I was to like do it when I'm not, like feeling it. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense or not, but I am such like an advocate for just trying new things and just kind of branching myself into new dimensions and areas and trying to just do more with what I know. And the one thing that I did want to do with creating this apartment, or well, renovating it, is that I wanted to do something different and outside of my box, and I wanted to do something that was just rustic and just kind of mixing in that old with that new. I remember when I saw these apartments on the trailer or in the trailer for City Living, and I was like, oh my god, I am so in love with those apartments because they were all brick. I love how the steps were situated on the outside and how they were kind of like short. It kind of reminds me of that one episode of Hey Arnold. I don't know. I don't know if if any of you guys are up there with me, on an age level. But like in Hey Arnold, there was this episode called like Stoop Kid or something like that, and it was Arnold and his friends, and he was trying to get the stoop kid off of the stoop. And these apartments remind me of that. Like seriously, we need a stoop kid like for this apartment. But I don't know, like I just love the all brick, and I wanted to mix my style with like a different style. Like I've always wanted to do something rustic, and I always wanted to just completely do something outside of my normal, and this was outside of my normal. I automatically knew I wanted to do all brick in this apartment, but I didn't know where I was going to go with my ideas, and this is basically where it led me, and it's just so beautiful. And the one thing that I love about this particular space, about the living room, is that I drew some of the elements from the outside and I brought that into this apartment. So like for example, this apartment is kind of situated around a quarry or like a riverbank, or like water. It's basically surrounded by water, and I use the curtain that's over here. That was like perfect timing. I used the curtain that was over here. It's a fishnet, and I just I hung it on a window, so it's kind of like a makeshift curtain. And then I think you guys might have noticed that I put like a little fishing rod over by the bookcase in the dining room. And I also found a boat sculpture that I put on top of the bookcase. I'm not sure if you guys will actually get a chance to see that, but I brought that into that space. And I love the idea of bringing outside elements inside. It's so gorgeous. So let's go ahead and talk about this comforter, though, this throw, I want to say. I'm kind of disappointed. I love this throw, to be completely honest. I love it. When I found it, I was so in love, but I'm disappointed because my Sims, they cannot sit on it. Like, so they can't sit on a sofa. They can sit on this like little ottoman that's kind of hanging off the side of the sofa, but for the rest of the seating, they cannot sit on there. They can sit on the sofa by the wall with the window, but the one with the really big throw with the colors and stuff, like they can't. So I had to find another throw to use for this space later on. But I love how using this ladder just brings character to the space, and I just love all the colors that I just came up with. Like this space, when you guys get like a full view of that living room, it is gorgeous. Like the lighting, the way it hits everything. Oh my God, the shadows, girl. Like it's so good. But anyways, we are here in the balcony right now, or on the balcony. And I knew for this particular area, I wanted to keep it very minimal. I didn't want to clutter it up too much. And then somehow I just came across this hammock, and I was like, you couldn't have showed your face at a better time. And there was this beam just staring at me that already was attached to the balcony. It was just such perfection in a bottle. I literally could not. And I had these beams, these custom content beams that I've had in my game forever, and I had no reason to use it. And this just kind of came to me, and I was just like, you know what? I'm going to just kind of connect these to this beam and make it look like it's hanging the hammock up. And it just played out so perfectly. The only thing that I have to say though is that the beams do not sit low enough. So when I actually have all the walls up, the beams actually kind of stick into the roof and you can't see the lighting or the beams at all. So that's the only unfortunate situation. But with the walls half down, you can actually see the beam and you can see like how everything looks and all of that jazz. But over here I just replaced the table, the original table that used to be over there, and just kind of put up some new ones that was made of wood and all of that. So we're kind of looking in from the dining area a little bit and kind of looking through into the entryway. I did this really neat technique that I actually came across when I was doing my restaurant build, where I took these lights from, I believe, Dine Out, and then kind of put them together with those wall hanging plants from Get Together, I do believe, and it's kind of made this funky looking type of plant sculpture kind of thing. I don't know, but it's really really cute. It looks really really good. And I don't know, like I like it. It just wanted to fill up that wall space. So anyways, we are moving into the second bedroom. This is like the second of two bedrooms for this space. And I have to say by far the master bedroom is definitely my favorite. And this one is too, but for some reason I really wanted to implement a very specific design for this space. And this is probably, I want to say this is my second rustic renovation. You guys will see another one in another video. I have to get that together. That's probably going to take me a really really long time. That one is an absolute doozy, but I really love it. I think you guys are going to really 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 love that renovation, more so than this one if you guys are not really feeling this one. But I mean, definitely let me know, like, is this rustic, is it not, but I mean, I wanted to do like a different like combination of everything. So, I mean, it's rustic and it's old, but it's mixed with new, like just kind of adding in those modern touches like the island counters and the flat screen TV. Like just, like random modern elements just mixed and blended in with that old. And I love it because it's so different. It's scattered all over the place, and I love it. I really do. And the one thing that I really enjoy about creating is making things very specific to my Sims, and I do that all the time. I don't just build to build, and I don't just create to create, or renovate to just renovate. I like to do things that's very specific to the personality of the individual that's going to be living in this space. So later on, I did realize that I had placed the dresser over top of the mouse trap, which is a little bit unfortunate, but you know what? Your girl is not gonna move it. Like, I'm not. It's kind of funny because I realized this a lot later, and I was like, you know what? It's kind of very specific to the sim, because the type of person that I feel like the sim, like their personality, the type of personality that I feel like they have is kind of very like kind of sloppy but careless in a way. I feel like they would attract bugs because they're like a foodie, and they just love to eat, hence why there's like some Pringles and some snacks underneath of the end table there. But and the pizza box, and underneath of the pizza box is a mini fridge. I love this space because it's just completely random and just ridiculous, and I really love it. So eventually I do end up changing the color scheme. Look right there. So I end up changing the color scheme to red, using red brick, and then using red wallpaper throughout, changing up some of the bicycle colors, but I wanted to make it look like they use a bicycle to get around. And I don't know, I really like how this space turned out. I love the random blue wall shelf. It's just so hilarious. Like, it's just so random. Like, I don't know, I feel like these, like the characters who are going to live in this space, they're like coming from a different place in their lives, and they're bringing everything that they have with them. So with that, it's just a bunch of random stuff, like I would like to say like maybe thrifty type items, you know, that they have that they just kind of use because they can't afford to buy things that's new. And I feel like this apartment fits that aspect, and I feel like it kind of shows that in their personalities a little bit. The master bedroom was one that I definitely struggled with, and that was primarily because it was the last room to do. I was struggling with the design of the living room, and I finally had that done, and then I struggled with the design of the second bedroom. So when I finally finished that one and I got to this, I was just so over it. I was just so burnt out. I wanted to just throw some things together just to be done with it. And you know, I'm just glad that I was able to just stick it out, and I really like the overall result of it. Now for this particular room, I did something that I've been wanting to do for quite some time, but I can only do it in a rustic styled house, and I was able to implement a very specific design, and I'm so happy with it. I'm so in love with it, and as you can see, I did go a little overboard on the pillows, but I did kind of chop that down to size once I rotate the bed under the window, and kind of switch up the design a little bit, and I am so in love with that circular rug that I had to use it again. So this is the design right here, hanging a bicycle on the wall. I have seen this in past pictures before, when I was kind of researching rustic design and ideas and stuff like that. Now in no way, shape, or form is anything that you guys have seen in this video a replica, a copy, or a mimic of anything that I have seen online. The only thing is the bicycle being on the wall. I feel like it is a very like special piece that really speaks volumes to a rustic home, and I really wanted to use it, and I had this idea to surround it by pictures, and I really love how it turns out. But anyways, guys, I am recording this on New Year's Eve. I was hoping to get this out to you guys before then. I was hoping to get this out to you on the day of at least, but I couldn't. So it's actually New Year's Day right now. It's a little bit past 3 a.m. for me. It's actually going on 4. And I don't really have any New Year's resolutions. I have the I guess the mind frame that if you're going to do something for yourself, then do that for yourself. Don't wait on a specific day or a special event. Like, that's how I think. But if you guys are going to be doing something special or trying to set goals for yourself, definitely let me know in the comment section down below, because I'm curious as to what you guys have in mind and all of that jazz. But anyways, guys, we're getting down to the wire. We're about to go ahead and jump into some pictures shortly. So if you like the video, definitely go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're new, definitely go ahead and subscribe. But until my next video, I will see you guys all later.
Don't wanna grow